Within a week of it almost being in Australia, we had lost 70% of our client base. I guess everyone was scared, no one knew what was happening. It was a very sudden impact. School of Little Swimmers started in 2014. Our Klemzig facility started 3 years ago, and here we started off with private swimming lessons, and then we started doing group lessons for babies and toddlers. And then the last service, which we added in January of this year, was group swimming lessons for school-age children, which have been really popular. You're giving people a life skill, especially working with children. I love it. Seeing the excitement that comes out of it when they've learnt something new. When you hear stories from parents as well, where a child's fallen into a pool at home and they've been able to swim back to the side, it just makes it, I guess, worthwhile knowing that you've actually made a difference. We have varying abilities that come through here. We deal with children that are on the spectrum, children that have physical disability. Our pool is a purpose-built hydrotherapy pool. COVID-19 first started impacting us middle of March of this year. It was sort of on the Friday and Saturday I thought, no, I have to do this. This is absolutely just ridiculous to run a business at this capacity. Dealing with young lives, it just made absolutely no sense to continue going. We offered our last lessons on a Sunday. From that afternoon, I sent out an email just advising the parents the decision that I had made for not only us as a business, but for their families. And then it was Wednesday of that same week that we were advised by the government that we needed to shut down. We were fortunate enough that we were entitled to the stimulus that was available. We used the $10,000 emergency grant to also help pay the rent, but that was virtually 2 months. We had swimming lessons that had been paid for the remainder of the month that hadn't been utilised, and I had to use that money to pay our rent and to pay wages. We gave people what we refer to as make-up tokens, and we put a year-long expiry date on those. And they were extremely understanding. Some of them even offered to continue paying their fees through the times that we were closed, which was extremely nice of them. That just comes back to the relationship that we have with our clients that come through. We had a team of 10 prior to being closed down, and we actually had to terminate a lot of our staff. That was the worst part of the whole experience. Myself and the other staff member, we were able to access JobKeeper. That was amazing that we were able to. I don't think that we would be here today if we weren't able to access that stimulus as well as the JobKeeper packages. We reopened in July. That was a very exciting time for us. We had a lot of work to do because we had to rehire staff. We didn't come back with many at all. We're not quite back to where we were with the number of lessons that we're offering, but we've had a lot of growth in our numbers in comparison to 2019. The first 3 weeks that we reopened were extremely touch and go. We weren't able to use change rooms. Everyone was still highly vigilant. We were still madly cleaning everything, and as much as we are still madly cleaning everything, I'm not behind everyone with a bottle of disinfectant and rushing them out the door. I would advise other businesses to make sure you're communicating with your team, have clear procedures and practices in place so that your team does understand exactly what they need to do. What keeps me up at night? So many ideas of what I could do, planning different things, changes that we need to make in the business, things that we could make run better, all that development of the business really. As we come into summer, we are currently preparing for our at-home swimming lessons. We'll have a new site that will run for term 4 as well as term 1 in Walford Girls School. It's an outdoor pool, so obviously we need to work with the weather for that one. So that should give us a great opportunity to offer more young children swimming lessons.